Welcome to our special feature, which is called Local Heroes. Local Heroes, we focus on some of our local rugby players, particularly at the Vodacom Bulls. Today, I have the privilege to speak to a wonderful player who's come through the ranks. He's actually played from the high school system, as well as come through from high school system to play for the university and Varsity Cup, moving on to the Griquas, played for the Griquas, and then moved on to the Cheetahs in the Pro 14 series, where he played for the Toyota Cheetahs, and then beyond that also played in the Currie Cup for the Cheetahs to win the Currie Cup in 2019. What an incredible story it was, coming through with a team that had so much inspiration, if you want to call it. And now he's joined the Vodacom Bulls, our local team here in Pretoria. Sintu Manjezi, welcome. How are you doing today?
No, I'm good, thanks, and you. Thanks for having me. Yeah, good to be here.
Awesome. You've played in the Varsity Cup. Let's talk about the role of that in your development as a rugby player.
Yeah, I actually didn't play in the Varsity Cup. I played Young Guns. And then in my enemy, when I was going to play for Varsity Cup, I got injured, unfortunately. So, but I think the role in Varsity Cup does help a lot. I mean, it gives players an extra opportunity to be seen by other unions and stuff like that. So I think it's very important to have a tournament like Varsity Cup happening.
Absolutely. You talk about injuries. You're currently nursing an injury now. What do you need to do to get through that process to get back fit to play?
It's mostly just rehab every day. Just try get it back to as strong as it can be. It's my hamstring, so yeah, it's just been a lot of hamstring rehab, a lot of work trying to fix my running technique, and all of that.
Talking about particularly having switched teams as much as you've done, the changes are uncomfortable for many people. How did you deal with the changes? Now you're at the Vodacom Bulls. How do you manage with the change?
I honestly always look forward to the change. It's always nice going to somewhere new, experiencing the new environment, being part of a new team and stuff like that. But I think, honestly, I was in boarding school since my parents sent me to boarding school in like grade 4. So I've just kind of being away from home and having to adapt to your surroundings and, fit in is something that I'm used to, and it's never really fazed me too much. I've just kind of got on with the job.
Awesome. I wonder what it is that what do you think is needed now that you're at the Vodacom Bulls? What is it that you want to achieve? Coach Jake has mentioned at length that he believes in you, and also that he thinks you're a real asset to the team. He's also mentioned that you're as tough as nails. I wonder what you would like to achieve. Of course, the intensity will increase now when you're at the Vodacom Bulls. I wonder what's in it for you. What's a big goal for you?
Obviously, I think the Vodacom Bulls are a prestigious team, and we always, they've always been winning titles. If you look back at their glory days, so I think the theme about that is just to bring some titles. Hopefully, I can bring some titles, be a part of the team, to give my all. And obviously, for me personally, it's obviously to achieve higher honors. That's something that I've set a goal for, and obviously, I just work towards that every day.
That's incredible. Well, you've already achieved that with the Cheetahs, and I think you will continue with that sort of momentum. What is the role of winning, being able to win games? Sometimes you go out there and it's not that easy, but just knowing that you can win games, what effect does it have on you as a lock in your role on the team?
Obviously it's just you always want to win. Obviously there are processes to getting there, but I mean the focus is to win, but I think sometimes you also got to focus on the process. Mainly right now, focus on the processes of getting there. Don't focus too much on winning now, because we're not playing any games, right. So it's just about getting the finer detail right and putting ourselves and putting the team in a position to win games.
That's incredible. Now, look, we've had a lot of fun outside here today. You say that it's the first time you played golf in 5 years.
Yeah.
So it didn't look like it, really. You look like you've been playing golf for 5 days ago, actually.
Yeah.
I wonder, you've got a life outside of rugby. Not the guy we see, not the tough guy we see on the rugby field, turning over, winning the ball, winning the line out, disrupting the line out. Outside of rugby, what are some of your hobbies?
Honestly, I enjoy chilling a lot. I play a lot of PlayStation, I play a lot of Madden, play a lot of FIFA. Mostly I'm with my family and stuff like that, just doing stuff with my family. I just enjoy being around them. So mostly it's either just chilling or being around my family, or just go out there to a restaurant, or just go out sightseeing a bit. Like last week I went for a hike here in Pretoria. So just try enjoy the outdoors, just not think about everyday problems and everyday struggles, I guess.
Absolutely. Now, you got a lot of support from Central South Africa when you're the Cheetahs. You got a lot of people that follow you now in Pretoria because now you're at the Vodacom Bulls. How can people get to see you, your day-to-day life? Apparently, there's a secret to this.
Nah, there's no secret to it. But I mean, we've got the Vodacom Bulls app that's been launched. So I think a lot of work's been done there to get the players to show what they do. So if you're keen to see what to get up to off the field, on the field, when we're messing around, I think download the app and you'll see all of that there.
Awesome. Thank you for chatting to us today here at Tux FM. I wish you the very best on behalf of Tux FM and as well as on behalf of University of Pretoria and this Super Rugby competition ahead of us.
No worries. Appreciate it.
That's Sintu Manjezi joining me today. He was a focus this week on local heroes. We wish him well in his journey, one that has taken up, that has gone up very well, a steady progression, a player that has proven himself at all the teams he has been, and know for sure he will do the same, and hopefully one day he will be a Springbok as he so wishes to become.
Bringing you campus, local and international sports. This is The Sports Show on Tux FM. All sport, all talk, all action.
Leon, you just take it back.
I'll fall back.
Until you're comfortable. And then
Keep my head down.
so it's like a natural move, right? So
Yeah.
you know, sometimes you go from there, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like you're playing baseball. You start here. You go like that.
Thank you.
Like yeah. You know, like you're swinging.
Yeah.
And then you just take it a little bit low, and it's almost like you take it back and then unwind. So I just try and see how you look if you imagine you're playing baseball, and I'm like,
Yeah.
of course, you know, when you're playing baseball, you're like,
Yeah.
yeah, same feeling, right? Because with baseball, you literally go back and then you,
Yeah.
literally.
Okay.
And you see how, if you pay attention to your body, you'll feel like your body reacts as well. Because with baseball, you're not going to go,
Yeah.
no one does that, right?
Yeah.
So with baseball, you're there, and you engage,
Yeah.
whack it. Literally.
Yeah.
Then all you do now is you get the same feeling,
Yeah.
and you just drop it a little bit lower, until you get to the ground and you feel like you're playing baseball. Fantastic.
Yeah. Let's see how this goes. If you get this right, bro, you're gonna be a great coach.
Much better.
Yeah.
Very well balanced, actually. So you don't think about it, you just feel it.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it. I think that's the only thing I'm going to say to it. Otherwise, it gets complicated.
Yeah.
Brilliant. That was flush. I like the way you hit that. Felt good right off the club, huh?
Yeah,
it looked
yeah,
good,
yeah,
it looked good. So how do you deal with pressure? Let's talk about pressure. I mean, if you're, I mean, everyone works under pressure at some point. How do you handle the pressure? On the field, off the field, like what is your like routine to deal with those pressure moments?
For me, it excites me, you know. You play, for example, last year we played in the Currie Cup final and the semi-finals against Province and stuff like that. Packed stadium, a lot on the line. It's exciting, you know. You'll never get a feeling like that. Run onto the field. Even the fans are shouting and stuff like that. Very very high pressure moment. So I don't know. It just excites me, you know. It's what you live for, and you want to obviously test yourself under those conditions. Sometimes it doesn't go to plan. Sometimes it does. But I don't know. I just really I live for that, honestly. Yeah, like playing in a packed stadium is it gives you goosebumps. It gets you going. So honestly, I live for it. I don't try and make it bigger than anything that it is. It's just a rugby game at the end of the day. So that's probably how I deal with it. I try not put too much focus on this is what I've got to do. This is what I've got to do. I just try and enjoy the moment as much as I can.
So a lot of enjoyment, absorption of pressure.
Yeah, you just absorb it, you take it in, you enjoy it, you don't think too much about it. And yeah, I don't know, it just excites me, man, you know. It excites me when the margins are small for errors and stuff like that. Yeah.
I like it.
And you?
Yeah, it's just weird. I think it's like what I try to do most of the time is just to try and visualize. So I'd visualize the shot, and that would somewhat shut out all the thoughts. Yeah, I'll just visualize the shot, and then like, you know, just hit it and be like, look, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
And I hit it. You know. And sometimes like it comes off nicely, sometimes it doesn't. But at least I know that because I've been practicing, I trust myself. I'm like, cool,
Yeah.
you got this. It gets a little bit difficult when you're not feeling your game. You know, I think that's when it's like, you might visualize and stuff, but you're standing over the ball and you're like, this is gonna be a terrible shot. Yeah, so then you just hit it. You just pull the trigger and then whatever happens, hopefully you can recover. Yeah. Good. I like the way you balanced. Is it because of the line out though?
That are balanced.
Like when I used to play rugby, and then you know sometimes they do the whole call and they lift you up.
Yeah.
I was thinking, they lift you up. Sometimes you have to just toss the guy down there because I mean at the professional level, no one's gonna drop you, but in high school.
Nah, they do drop you.
Is it?
I don't know. It's tough. You have to. Because sometimes, for example, it won't always be in your bread rolls. But sometimes the throw might be there,
and you can feel like.
But obviously, you can't let your legs go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Otherwise, then you're gonna fall. So you kind of got to. Your core has just got to be able to move while your legs are pretty straight.
Yeah. Calls for a lot of trust, eh?
Yeah. But I think we don't think about it like, honestly, I don't. If you bought 2 props here and told them to lift me, I'd be able to do it. It's not really. It is trust technically, but we don't really think about it like.
It becomes second nature.
Yeah, it's become second nature.
That was good. I like that. Look, I mean, mentality is important in the game.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, from a mental aspect, there's a lot of talk now about mental health and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What mechanisms do you guys have to take care of your like mental well-being?
Within the rugby system, personally?
Personally, just in life, and how do you filter them into the rugby system?
Okay, are we talking about how I would deal with it, or is it in terms of like, do we have support as rugby players?
Yeah, like how do you deal with it from a personal level outside of the support?
I don't know. For me, it's like determination. I look at like Kobe, for example. I watch quite a lot of his videos. I listen to a lot of what he says. For me, it's obviously the mental self-doubt, all of that happens. But I believe if you train and you put yourself in tough conditions when you're training, that self-doubt isn't there anymore. You know, it's like, for example, doing a test. If you've studied hard for that test, you know that no matter what, sometimes you can even see now, this is where they're trying to get me, or this is how my odds. You know, like when have you ever had that feeling where I see the trick in this question? Yeah, you see the trick in the question. So I think that's how I've tried to deal with it as well, in terms of if I'm mentally pushing myself to those barriers where flip, I wanna quit and I don't quit. A situation will come in again where I'm tired, or you know, something will happen. Flip, I've missed a tackle, but it's that don't quit, keep going. But the thing is, the tough thing is you have to consistently put yourself in those situations, and I think that's where it lies, I guess.
No, it makes a lot of sense.